At IBC, we're showing a full file-based workflow with Final Cut Pro. And this one's absolutely key. I said at the beginning that customers buy our workflow. And on the SQ server, we have this brilliant workflow which lets you access clips as they're being ingested. It lets you edit them. If journalists edit seeds or craft edit seeds, and it lets you get them to air instantly. We wanted to do Final Cut Pro because lots of our customers have Final Cut Pro systems. They're asking, can we get those editors onto that system? But we didn't want to compromise. We wanted to be able to put Final Cut Pro on the system with the same workflow that the Quantel editors have. Sorry. So that unique Quantel workflow is now available on Final Cut Pro. And that's it's absolutely significant. Everything you can do with our editors, you can do with Final Cut Pro. So what do I mean? What's unique? Okay. FCP can edit a clip as it's still being recorded, whether it's as it's still being ingested, whether it's a video clip or a file ingest. It's available on FCP, and you can work with it and edit it straight away, instantly. No hassle. Just works. Come and have a look at it. You won't believe how easy we've made this. That's one thing. But workflow, and this is the most difficult thing, workflow isn't about one thing or another thing. Workflow is about lots of things. So, we can instantly publish edits that are made on Final Cut Pro and play them out in HD or SD from the SQ server. And when I say instantly, you press the publish button and you can play it out. It's not a minute later, it's not 30 seconds later, it's just there. Come and have a look at it, we can show you that on the stand. We can do better than that. We have a full understanding of where every frame in the system, even every frame that Final Cut Pro is using, came from. So if you render new material on Final Cut Pro, if you locally ingest material in Final Cut Pro, when you do a publish, we only move the new frames into the SQ server. So it's the quickest possible way of getting anything you've done on Final Cut Pro to air. Delta publish, again, it's the way our editors work. And that technology is now available to Apple and Final Cut Pro. Even better, Final Cut Pro can finish a clip started on a Quantel LBR, sorry, made the line too long, low bitrate, a journalist editor. So a journalist can select a few shots, and then the Final Cut Pro editor can open up those shots and have access to that live edit, with all their decisions still live so they can manipulate it, change it around. Basically, Final Cut Pro accesses the identity and understands our clips. And we've done that work, we've made that available to Final Cut Pro. And then, amazingly, and even I didn't understand this one until about a week ago, is that you can make a project on Final Cut Pro out of all the different rushes in your SQ server system. You save that project on the Quantel SQ server. Then you can delete all those rushes. And you still have the project, and you can still play it out on Final Cut Pro or on our SQ server. It's basically frame magic. We're tracking the use of every frame, but frame magic for Final Cut Pro, frame magic for the world. This makes asset management so much easier. So it's a brilliant, unique Quantel workflow now available on Final Cut Pro. Okay, so Final Cut Pro benefits from the full SQ server workflow. No compromises. Everything our editors can do, that great workflow is now available to Final Cut Pro. How open is that? It's a low-cost option for all SQ systems, so you can add that to your existing SQ server system. And it's shipping at the end of September this year. So come and take a look and just see how good a broadcast editor Final Cut Pro can be when it's immersed in a right workflow.